First at 11, breaking news. A woman robbed at gunpoint, but what she did afterwards may leave you in shock.
Plus, a store owner and his wife attacked. Tonight, 7 News has obtained the 911 tapes. You'll hear them coming up at 11. Let's go to Malachi now for your forecast first.
All right, thank you very much. And we are looking at an evening.
And we begin with breaking news out of Anderson County tonight, where a search is underway for 2 suspects who reportedly robbed a woman at gunpoint. Dispatch says it's happening at the Shell station at the corner of River Road and Piedmont Road. They say the call came in just after 8 this evening.
Dispatch says the suspects reportedly took the woman's purse, jumped in their vehicle and left. We're told the victim followed them and called 911. Deputies say they are tracking the suspects with canines and the helicopter between exits 39 and 40 along Interstate 85. We'll update you in the 7 News app and online at WSPA.com as we learn more information.
All I see is there's shoes, blood at the front door, and there's money rolls with money in them.
We're learning new details tonight about the attacks on Ann Willis and her husband Warren Willis, owner of W.E. Willis convenience stores.
Authorities are still searching for 5 people who brutally beat and kidnapped Warren Willis and shot his wife Ann and ransacked their house.
7 News obtained the 911 calls from that morning. Ann Maxwell is joining us live from 7 on Main with more details. Ann.
7 News has obtained the air traffic control recordings leading up to and after the fatal crash at the Greenville downtown airport last Thursday. The recording shows no distress from the pilots. The final words, a request to land from the cockpit of 114 Tango Delta. But moments later, air traffic control is requesting emergency aid and rerouting flights. As one of those planes comes in on the other runway, the audio shows a near incident with a responding crew on the ground.
Joe, if you're on the radio, stop your car right now. Stop, 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 stop.
We are still 2 to 3 weeks away from the National Transportation Safety Board preliminary report on the cause of the crash.
It makes me very angry, very upset.
New at 11, strong words from the family of a pregnant woman found dead in an upstate lake. Today, the coroner says they ruled the victim's death a homicide, saying she was shot in the head. It's been more than 4 months since Brashay Wiles was found dead at Duncan Park Lake in Spartanburg. Today, I talked with her family and the police after these new details we're learning about the case.
She was lovable, outgoing.
Memories Brashay Wiles' family are holding on to.
She was getting ready to be a mom, and she would have been a great mom.
Months after her body was found in Spartanburg's Duncan Park Lake, well, she was pregnant.
It seemed like it just happened yesterday. You know, I still can't believe that.
On May 11th, Spartanburg police say 2 people were out for a morning walk when they noticed her body in Duncan Park Lake. At the time, the coroner says her death was not natural.
I knew then. I just didn't feel right.
Now, the coroner ruled the case a homicide and says the 23-year-old was shot in the head.
Releasing that information early on was not the right thing for our investigation.
Spartanburg police say investigators are still working the case, having interviewed witnesses and gathered evidence.
Unfortunately, it's not a quick process. It doesn't happen in 45 minutes like a TV show. It does take time, and so we're waiting on a lot of the evidence to come back.
A wait Wiles' family says is hard to handle.
It's already tough enough, but it's like you're reliving that nightmare.
A nightmare they say they can't ever wake up from until whoever killed Wiles is arrested.
That's a coward. You know what you did, so why don't you come forth and get it over with?
We're not trying to look for revenge, but we just want justice.
Spartanburg police say they also wanted to protect evidence in the case so it can be used in a prosecution when an arrest is made. Anyone with information is still asked to call the police or Crime Stoppers. A grandmother is dead after flames ripped through a Lawrence County home. Early Sunday morning, 4 people were able to make it out a window to safety at this home on Fairview Road. But the grandmother, Brenda Taylor, died inside while firefighters tried to get the flames under control. It's a tragedy this neighborhood and family is having a hard time dealing with, as the 3 adults who got out are now in the ICU with smoke inhalation. The other family members are remembering what they will remember most about Miss Taylor.
I don't know.
We do know the fire is still under investigation, but as far as how or where it started, we're still waiting to hear back from the fire chief. In Anderson County, the coroner is investigating a deadly crash involving a moped. The wreck happened early this morning on Abbeville Highway near Acker Road. The 20-year-old driver from Star died at the hospital. His name has not yet been released. Troopers say the other vehicle involved in the crash was a pickup truck. We're told charges are pending. At 11, new details on a little boy who was found dead after going missing. What authorities are saying about his death.
Plus, more. Investigators confirm the body found in a North Carolina creek last week is that of a missing 6-year-old boy.
The remains of Maddox Rich were found last Thursday in Long Creek. Maddox was reported missing back on September 22nd. Gastonia authorities say he was last seen in Rankin Lake Park on a walk with his father and another adult. His disappearance led to a 6-day search of the park and surrounding areas. His funeral is set for Friday. The FBI continues to investigate. The Mecklenburg County Medical Examiner says autopsy results are not complete. The search continued today for an Ohio mother missing in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's been 6 days since the woman was last seen around Clingman's Dome. That's right at the Tennessee-North Carolina border. 53-year-old Susan Clemens was hiking with her daughter when they separated.
The last couple of
The rocky terrain is making it difficult for teams as they search using dogs on the ground. They're also using helicopters and drones to search. A landslide in Black Mountain is causing some problems for drivers. One lane of Old Fort Road has been closed off since yesterday. Broad River Fire and Rescue shared these pictures with us, showing that shoulder of the road just washed away. Officials say no homes were in the path of the landslide. Fortunately, no one was hurt. There's no word on how long until the road completely reopens. Greenville Health System is setting up flu clinics all over our area to make it easier to get your flu shot.
All right, well, thank you for watching 7 News. Carolina Morning will have all your local news from overnight beginning at 4:30.
Remember, you can always get the latest news and updates on WSPA.com and our 7 News app. Have a good night.
Good night.